top of those lights up there.
Wasn't giving me authority to do that.
But I will take that recommendation to that on there. You want me to put that for somebody to sign?
Yeah.
I was just having everybody sign it, so.
Did everybody sign that? Tablet?
Might be some snoring.
I was just thinking that.
We didn't say we were gonna stay here the whole time.
Lock up when you're done.
I don't think we have anything, but I didn't want to go ahead and say that without.
Well, this is wanting us to register to go to it.
Oh, no, what'd they give you?
Class for
Oh, no,
written.
that's.
I was wondering why you didn't understand that.
That's the one. And the little map printed off there on the back. I don't think we have anything, but I wasn't saying that until somebody okayed it.
Right. Hey Mark, you wanna come up and sign a paper telling us you were here?
I know who Mark is.
Just sign it and say.
Sign your life away.
I got scared. I said, oh, it's hard out there.
I don't think we need to worry about telling them we have.
Did you look at the map with all the little
Yeah, I
arrows?
did, but
Okay.
you know, all we would have is a culvert pipe that we might.
They're on the table back there.
Maybe you can look and see if we have a culvert pipe on that, whether we do that
All right,
extension.
I'll talk to you.
Any crossroads? Oh, this is, okay. We wouldn't have anything at all.
No.
It's all state road. The only thing is mine
Water
10
authority.
right here. Possibly.
Come and give us a signature, Brian.
A what?
A signature.
Okay. Seen you?
Where's this other one at? Where the heck's this?
I can't read that.
Mine is in too, so we're not.
Yeah, that's state road too. That's Mrs. Miller's curve or something right there.
I didn't figure that we did have anything,
Yeah, that's
but I want to answer it without
I think that'd be good.
saying. And do you want to go to that?
No, I don't think we do.
Okay.
Come on up and sign in, guys, so we know who all was here.
We have some more chairs here.
1, 2.
Well, there's two left. There's 3 chairs left.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, bud.
It's been a long time.
Yeah, it's been a while. Eh?
Here, Tom's one of these smaller ones.
How you doing?
Hey, Jeff.
I might need a chair.
Yeah, did you show that to Tom? Tom, did you want to go to this road class? 3 days.
What, you done graduated?
Yeah. Yeah.
We still got 5 minutes. We might have to drag some more chairs out.
Thank you card from the dogs.
I don't know what it is. It's an OSM. Pocket.
It's GDI, yeah. DJI. It's this company that makes drones. And that's a gimbal, just like it's on a drone. No matter how he turns his hand or everything, it always keeps the picture perfect.
Everything.
Well, you told him to keep it straight.
Yeah,
So that's not
I did
true.
tell him just keep it straight if he would. But I have multiple cameras so that I can give different perspectives for you.
Give me that tablet there. I don't know what the,
I'll just go ahead and surgery. Yeah, Pittsburgh. Try to be.
Lackawanna County.
Smitty, Dan Smith. You got them all? She couldn't read your writing, Smitty, I had to straighten it out.
Terrible.
Mine too.
I should have been a doctor.
What's that?
My handwriting, my handwriting.
Oh,
Well, maybe you still can.
I know I can't spell word the building, that's why I was saying.
You guys smash your hands with a hammer so many times.
I moved the flag.
Do we have anything?
Oh, it's back there.
PFW on here.
No, well, yes and no. I mean, I didn't hear from them, so I didn't put anything on because,
So we're gonna just do it. We'll just-
okay.
You look back, we didn't already do that?
We found the subdivision, so I don't know what he wants. I mean,
Just to make a motion. that
it
we're
seems
gonna do
after
it.
the fact if,
Don't matter, we'll just do it.
okay.
Do it and get it straightened out. Well, I got 7:30, we will stand for the pledge. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, thanks everyone for coming. We will try. Jerry asked me earlier if we had a time frame on how long everyone could speak, and we told him we really didn't at this point, but it depends how much speaking we got. We might try to keep it limited a little bit so that everyone gets a chance to talk if we keep going over the same thing over and over. So, you guys, we're gonna get started, down through our correspondence, and then we'll get to the public comments. Did you guys get a chance to read over the minutes?
I make a motion we accept the minutes for January 2nd meeting.
I second it.
All those in
You have to do
favor?
both, Tom,
Yeah, and
What's that?
both minutes.
minutes, both, from the reorganization, I'm sorry, I should.
And the minutes from the January 2nd reorganization meeting.
I second.
All those in favor, aye? Aye. Ayes have it. How about your bills? You look the bills over, everyone?
I make a motion we pay the bills and transfer any money needed to do so.
I'll second it.
All those in favor, aye?
Aye.
Ayes got it. Okay, correspondence, PennDOT, road maintenance. They invite us to Hershey Lodge, April 14th through the 16th, if anyone wants to go to that. And PA1 call, BCI South Water Extension, comment for review, no answer. Is that the paper you showed us?
Yes.
Yeah, we looked at that, that's all pretty much.
Oh, that's the thing I told you, I couldn't click on the link to see what it
Oh.
says.
So, she's gotta click on that and try to figure out what's going on with her email to see about that extension before we can answer any questions there. Does that say Fell? Is that supposed to mean Bell?
Yep, Fell Township.
Fell Township, Simpson, PA, Lackawanna County, fighting experimental reclamation of mine land wants support. Enlighten us, Kim.
Well, they're way far away, and I don't think it matters to us. But they're wanting to use some kind of experimental planting material to do the reclamation of their land, and they want everyone to go to their
So they have a meeting or something?
government officials. They want you to write a letter, I think.
No.
They have a case before the DEP and a bunch of zoning boards and a bunch of stuff. I mean, I don't even know where Lackawanna County is.
Right, but it might be something, and they're looking for support. They might be something for us. We'll just read that. We can read that and check it out, see if we, for the next meeting, right? Cause I didn't get a
Yes.
chance to read it.
Yes.
They want us to send a letter to the, like our reps or something, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, if you guys get a chance, look at that and I'll look at it and then we'll go from there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Clearfield County Planning Commission approved TH Porta John subdivision, Hugels.
That was the one we did last meeting that they approved.
Okay, so
This is different.
they approved it and we did, this is a new one. I'm sorry, I thought that was it to show you guys. Gwen Dobson and Foreman wastewater permit renewal for IMA is here, if anyone wants to look at it. Comcast program changes are here, if you guys want to read them, they're here in the stack. PSAT CDL program certificate, what's that?
Just our certificate of participation I need to hang up.
Okay. Thank you card from the Humane Society for our donation here, if you want to read it. Letter of interest from Mark Caldwell to be a BCI MA board rep. And we are lacking one, right?
Did they put Eric on?
Oh, that's right, we do have Eric on there.
Yeah.
But that woman resigned.
Rita.
Mm-hmm.
Rita's resigned.
Oh, okay.
That's what I heard.
Okay.
I think that's what.
So,
Yeah, that she did.
She did.
Yep.
That's what I heard.
right,
That's probably why he's on the list or whatever.
yeah, so Mark wants to be on the board. We need someone on the board. What do we need? Do we need to do that, Kim, on a motion, or we just need to send them a letter?
We do the appointing because it's our person,
Right,
so we appoint him.
so we need to do that as a motion.
Yeah.
Okay, I might as well do that. Got a lot guy here wants on. I make a motion that we have Mark Caldwell as our representative for Beccaria Township for BCI.
And I'll second that.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Aye. I just got that, Kim, and you can write the letter to BCI.
Okay. Who seconded it?
Tom.
I did.
Coalport Decorating Committee requests a letter stating acknowledgement approval from the township to have traffic rerouted to Udaville, Maple Road, and Heverly on June. In June.
Yeah, I didn't get the date. It's for the street fair, the day of the street fair. They have to submit a letter to PennDOT, and they have to submit a letter from us saying we're aware that they want to reroute the traffic and that we're okay with it.
Right. We do that every year, right?
Yes.
So, do we need a motion for that, or we just write them a letter?
I just write them a letter.
Stifler McGraw need information before moving forward with the water main.
That was the thing that, didn't I already give you that? Didn't you look at that?
Is that the-
It's this thing, isn't it? That's the Stifler and McGraw thing. that I can't log on to see.
That's what we can't do, yeah. So we need to get them
I need to
logged
get that
on
figured
before.
out and see.
Okay,
Alright,
so that's all the correspondence.
Yeah. It is.
Okay, so now we're up for public comment. Jerry Spade, I guess you're first.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman and Honorable Beccaria Township Supervisors. I'd like to demonstrate something first. And the chairman of TIMA is here. I'm going to ask him if he'll come and help me in this demonstration. Now, notice this cap is not a sealed one. I filled this with water. Allegedly, it's water. I can't prove anything yet. But if you'll stand to the side a little bit, if I talk to you about 70, 18 electrodes, what of that? What is that? You don't know what that is? You don't know what a 6011 is?
I know what a 6011 long rod is.
There he is. Yes, you know that.
Yeah.
I want you, Supervisor, to know that this is a man of integrity. He is now the CEO of TIMA. And the reason why I call it TIMA is in your packet, you'll see, and I asked for unanimous, whoops, oh my gosh, that's my voice. I asked for unanimous consent to have this put in your minutes as public records. And in this, I have a certificate from Harrisburg telling you that the corporation name that we always called IMA is actually TIMA. I'm going to need you, yes, because I'm going to get you to drink this water.
You drink half of it.
In Harrisburg, it's registered as the, so that's where I get the T, IMA authority. So it's TIMA. That's the real name of the water company, and the CEO is Mr. Thomas Brink. He's in charge of the water for, where is Jeff? How many customers are in TIMA?
Active right now, 567.
567 people. And we're going to trust our new CEO to make sure that everyone has safe water. Now, you don't know, Mr. Brink, if I got this out of North Whitmer, South Whitmer, or Clearfield Creek, or from TIMA water source, you have no idea. I did not tell you before you came up here. Is that correct?
Tell me no.
I told you he's a man of integrity. Do you know what TDS stands for?
No. Do you?
Yes.
What is it? Enlighten us, Jerry. I know.
Jeff, do you know what TDS stands for?
Total dissolved solids.
There you go.
Thank you very much.
You want me to just cut to the
Mr.
chase and drink the water, or what?
You sure
I swam out all three of those correct.
You do not know whether I put a drop of some kind of poison in that, do you? I mean, this was not a sealed bottle.
I guess I got to just trust you, Jerry.
Well, I want you to drink it first.
I swam out all three of them tricks, Jerry. Drank it out all three of them.
Jeff, what do I have?
I can't see that.
This is a TDS meter. Every day, people turn on their faucets in the IRVONA and Beccaria Township, and they get water out of their tap. I'm not telling you that's where that came from, because I'm going to ask him to drink it, and he doesn't know if I drop some, there might be vodka in that, because vodka is the same.
Maybe I'll have to drink it for you.
Now, I'm going to, since we trust the supervisors, one of you can tell me, what does that read right now?
3 zeros.
3 zeros. I sterilized this, okay? And I had it wrapped in this after I sterilized it. So I'm going to expose it.
Can I ask where you got it?
Excuse me?
Can I ask where you got it?
What?
That.
This?
Yeah.
I cannot divulge that. What this is going to do, it's going to do ECs.
Do you have one?
What's ECs? Electrical connectivity. There you go. Hey, somebody else knows what it is.
There you go.
And it's going to tell me something about this water when I stick it in here. Now, I have to. Can you read what that says?
All zeros.
No, it should be. I think that's a 1.
Maybe it's broke.
Zeros. All zeros.
You want me to cut the chase and just drink this? You guys don't want to wait
Let
till next.
let me try to get
Too
here.
much longer.
I don't blame you. Wouldn't need it.
Okay, now I got it. What does that say now?
024.
024. This water. Jeff, would you drink this water if it was 024? You wouldn't drink it. I'm going to ask the CEO of Beccaria Township, or the CEO of TIMA. TIMA is a new name, yes.
So where'd you get it from, Jerry? The water.
I'm not going to tell you.
Well,
I'll tell you this
the
meter.
people that drink the water know where it comes from.
I want to tell you one thing.
Do they know?
That if this was 900,
Don't you guys know where your
I
water
would
comes
not allow anybody to drink it because it would prove that it's what? Gentlemen, you seem to
Jerry.
know. What's 900 mean?
You violate the Safe Drinking Act.
Excuse me?
Pennsylvania Safe Drinking Water Act.
Yeah, it's almost like the storage water.
Right.
It's totally contaminated. Now, are you ready to drink this?
from? If you say it's okay, I'll drink it.
I'm not going to tell you that.
Why you won't?
I'm just going to tell you it's 024.
Okay.
Will you drink it?
If you tell me to.
See, this is a man that would trust me, and I would trust him with my life. I really would. Mr. Youngkins, I would, Mr. Chairman, I would trust him. This water came out of my tap.
But you said you wouldn't drink it, huh?
And I will drink it.
Under whose system? IRVONA who?
Beccaria,
Becaria's source.
BCIMA is where it's from.
Does this still come from the same source, or does it come from different?
No, it comes from a different source. Yours comes. There are a lot of issues, Honorable Township Supervisors in the water company. My intent for being here tonight is, as Jeff answered a question, and I could ask the same thing of Mr. McCusker, these honorable men, I believe, should be on the board. In the meeting last, I stood up in the meeting and I said that you're prejudicing me. Because for some reason they believe that they can supersede the state law. And you as supervisors know, you can pass whatever you want, but you cannot supersede the state rules and laws. And I have a whole packets of different arguments for you that if you want to stay here another 4 hours, I'll go through it all.
We're gonna pay, we're paying, what is it now?
My intent, Your Honor, is to get you to sign a resolution, which you have the lawful right to do, and it's in your packet that I gave you. The resolution hasn't changed. I sent it in advance so that you had a chance to either take it to the solicitor, or you could take it so that you would have a legal advice about the resolution. This is only a proposed one. You can rewrite it, you can send it to your solicitor, but what I am pleading for is each of you to sign a resolution appointing to TIMA 3 more, because pursuant to the statute that's in here, and if you look in the resolution, the statute's there, and if you want me to go get the full statute, I'll get it for you. But it says, one of the things in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania is, the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania has conformity to equity. If you do it for one, you have to do it for all, and that's the principle of it. But in the statute that I have in your resolution, it states that representation must be equal. And I don't know about you, but if I have 4 Arvona people and only 1 Beccaria Township, is that equal?
Equal to choice.
It's not equal. And I'm asking you to put 3 on because you have to have 1 to break a tie. So I'm asking you as honorable supervisors to put 3 people on TIMA by law. And I don't know whether you turned this over to your solicitor or not.
Yeah, we got, but
I yield back.
we heard you, we don't wanna get into comments back and forth, cause it will take all night long, and we understand all that, but we are, the main thing we was told is not, like, we don't do the appointing, the Arvona Borough does the appointing.
Right.
So,
I think if you have, if you exert your authority, and in that law, it says that as a joinder, as you have the infrastructure in your jurisdiction, you have 68%, where it even may be more. Is it more, Jeffrey?
68.
It's 68% of the customer base is in Beccaria Township. And I'm pleading for equal representation. That's the reason I'm
And that's
here.
by law? You gotta do this by law?
That's by law.
Okay.
I can give
You're
you,
talking 3.
I'll give you, yes, I'm giving you I'll give you the citation of law if you want it.
Absolutely.
But I feel prejudiced. I own property in Beccaria Township. My grandchildren, my children live in Beccaria. And I'm asking you, as honorable supervisors, to pass a resolution that will encourage IMA to take on 3 more additional. Thank you. I yield back the balance of my time.
all right, thank you, Jerry.
I think,
Tim Irac, who's gonna hold your camera.
Doesn't matter.
We gotta get you on camera, you gotta talk to.
I'm here and I appreciate you having me here and letting me talk. Just pretty much what Jerry's saying there, you know, we're supposed to have equal representation. If we have 68% of the water customers, there needs to be 3, I guess, from Arvona Borough and 4 from here. Because you have to have a tiebreaker, it can't be 3 and 3. So I'm just asking for you to take this to heart and help us get this thing resolved.
Yep.
And that's really all I came to say.
Yeah, we don't, once again, Heather, we're paying, Kim just reminded me, $250 an hour, $250 an hour, and she's reviewing and she's seeing if we have any right or what we can do or what we can't do.
Okay. Guess that's all you can ask for at this time.
Yeah, we can't
See
sign
where it goes.
resolutions and get into a bunch of, we don't even know
And I
if we can do
appreciate that.
So that's, where we're at with that part.
Did she give you a time frame as to when maybe she'd be getting back to you?
She did not, you know how that goes.
Well,
What did she say,
I
Kim?
would-
Under review.
Yeah, she's been looking into it, so
The matter is being reviewed by the solicitors.
have a quick question on that. You said solicitor.
Solicitor,
Okay. I didn't
I'm
know,
sorry.
I didn't know if the borough solicitor was involved in that or not. That's-
we don't have anything to do with the borough or the IMA, we just knew we had people come and want this, other people come and want that, and before we can do anything, we have to know what we can do and what we can't do.
Right.
Right, no, I was just curious, because, you know, being a data
I
point.
mean, I know that like Jerry got laws saying that this is the law, and then we have papers over here that says from IMA that this is the law and this was done on this date, and so we're looking at both papers that contradict each other, and I'm way over my pay scale on what is right and what isn't right.
Can I, Jerry, didn't you say you're allowed to have as many as you want on there, right?
Yes, but you must not have less than 5.
That's, yeah, I remember you saying that.
Sometimes it's hard to get even 5.
5, that's where you used to be at.
Right.
Well, why couldn't they just make a motion?
And according, not to our solicitor, well, I don't even wanna get in, cause it wasn't my attorney, but he even claimed that you didn't need an odd amount by law.
I didn't hear that, listen.
The one attorney that I had contacted first as a friend before it cost the township money, just to ask, he said that there's not even a law that says you need uneven amounts, believe it or not.
Wow.
Yeah, he said there's nowhere written that it has to be uneven, it can be even. But,
I saw the, I mean, I'll give you the law, if you like. It's
right, but you know what,
53 chapters.
I've got lots of papers on them, I just don't understand the language because it's way above my pay scale. I can read a house plan. That language gets you gotta have the solicitor look at that language
Yeah.
to know what I'm looking at.
I appreciate you didn't turn us down.
Yeah.
That you're gonna consider it.
Are you good, Tim?
Yeah, I'm good.
What about William McCusker?
I'm not here to name call or throw stones. I'm agreeing with Mr. Spade and these gentlemen that the Beccaria people need better representation. I was involved, I started with IMA as just a grunt in '95. We were in terrible trouble. We had no water over the spillway, weren't allowed to use the reservoir. Well, number one, we didn't know, but it was breached and contaminated our source. Well, two, we didn't know it, but it had iron bacteria. It was spreading all through the system up to the tank. Complaints were everywhere, they were constant, and people were irate, they were ready to lynch. We had the supervisors come down and attend meetings. They wanted resolution to the problems for the customers they represented. That was Bill Oshel, Claire Gathigan, and Tom Gorman. And they continued to come to the meetings until they pushed and got a Beccaria Township representative, the first one on the board, and it was Carl Rudnick. Because of his concern and being retired and having energy, he was made chairman. And gee, once you know, he cooperated with the supervisors and things started happening. We ended up, they came to push for the water line extension for the hoop up people because they had no fire protection. They were instrumental in doing it. They volunteered material, labor, and equipment. The Dills took it out to just this side of the cemetery. That would be where Jimmy McKelly used to live. They crossed the road and the supervisors took over. They cleared the permit for the little stream that they owned and got the 3 hydrants on that section of property. The T800 right above Leo's, Discount Auto. We had to have super high chlorine in our residual because that section line just chewed it up to get, and we had real high everywhere and a couple places bad. They were instrumental in having that line replaced. They got us a CBDG grant and helped with the labor and the material and the equipment. I became operator in '97. We had the Route 53 bore accomplished at Lucas was 6-inch. It took the hydrant down to the end north toward 53, so Marty Redbaum, Lucas, and the soon to be coming Regal Mart had fire protection. And we extended it 200 feet toward Blaine City and we ran out of money. The interconnect was on paper, budgeted, approved. Cooperation between BCIMA, IMA, and the supervisors is what got that accomplished. The interconnect was finished after they got rid of me in December of 2000. They did the Leo Bridge crossover, replaced that old transite under the creek, and that was all due to the supervisors. They used me as a spearhead, but they were the force and the power behind it with their endorsements, their contacts. Your father was Shannon Valley Council Government's chairman. He knew everything that was going on. He brought it back. He shared his wealth of intelligence and knowledge of how to work the system. We ended up with a $1.2 million grant that built that filtration plant. We got a $50,000 grant on top of it to assist us with the 2 wells.
Free or matching grants? Were they matching? Matching grants are free,
The 1.2 was outright grant.
out the door.
The 50 was, I believe, a matching. But we had a $125,000 lawsuit for the well 1 catastrophe that we sued the former engineer and the well driller, and we won. We got 2 wells for sweat equity. And the old engineer had to pay a big $125,000 settlement.
And who had insurance on this? Who's insured under this?
I'm not sure I understand the question.
Well, when that was that contamination and all, right? What would you say there?
We sued the former engineering company and the well driller for providing subpar materials for a community water system.
Okay, and that did not fall under your plan for the coverage, for the insurance, under state or local?
No, it
No
was,
insurance?
no, it was absolute dereliction of responsibility and neglect and with intent to cheat. We were supposed to get a 30-second,
Intent to cheat.
a 30-second shy of a ½ inch thick. That's 15, 30 seconds. That's how thick that casing was to be in the well, and it was just an 1/8. That upper aquifer 8 drew, it went down, it pulled around the well pump. When it kicked on, we got this comet of crap. And wherever the demand was highest on the system, that's where that comet went. It took us a lot of work and effort and testing. I called in DEP outreach, Pennsylvania Rural Water, and we finally figured out what the problem was, terminated well 1, capped it, and started the process for this plant. And it was all thanks to cooperation. And gentlemen, that's the end of the good stuff. The bad stuff is this. In 2019, my neighbor had a leak. She asked me to help. I'm her neighbor for 27 years. I live on 1711 Market Street Extension, Rosebud. I got 7 3/4 acres. The water main comes right through my property and runs right across the front of my property. How that leak was handled was atrocious. The lady had to dig up and replace her service line, and it was the saddle on the main that went bad. That's one. My health improved enough, I started walking my bottom. I discovered catamines where they'd never been before. So I investigated, and there was a massive leak. I weirded it. It was over 30,000 gallons a day. I reported it. 6 weeks later, and only because I went to a meeting and they kicked the butt of the guy, did they come and fix it. The first time they repaired it, before they went out of the ditch, they pressurized it and the band failed. And they had to shut it down, reclaim and redo. That's twice they depressurized that 8-inch main that feed all of Rosebud and Lake City, and if he goes on the loop back to IRVONA, and there was never a boil water notice issued. I want safety, I want good quality water, I don't want to draw my tap, because I'm telling you people, and you better understand this, it's not what you see that's going to hurt you. You know, that national turbidity unit and the dissolved solids, yeah, it tastes crappy, but if there's chlorine in there, that doesn't mean anything. It killed all the bad. But if there's no chlorine, we're in trouble. I gave you an article written from the Water World 2000. It's scary when you read it because that was 20 years ago and here we are. And it's only worsened. The demand for water has increased, the population has increased, and what we're getting back to replenish the water supply is decreasing. And yet we're allowing 50% waste at IMA. And they think it's okay. And when you tell them 30 days of pumping and you got 10. 3 days of pumping and you got your next month, you already pumped it. You pumped it, you treated it, and you pumped it. We're wear and tearing the equipment. It's causing expense that's undue. And eventually, we're either gonna run out of water, or we're gonna be paying so much for it that you'll be treating it like, I can't even imagine, folks. But if we're being blade dry for a purpose, I want it stopped. I don't want Pennsylvania American, a German-owned company, to come in who's only worried about dividends.
That's right, that's right.
Then why can't you come in here as citizens of the town and flood a bond and restart this? Flood a bond. Flood a pissing bond. You know, and then this old boy would like that, I would like that, and there's a lot of people here that can do this, but there's a lot that can, of course. But guess what? You're gonna get it done.
Please let me finish my thought, and you can speak, all right?
Okay, yes, sir.
What I would like to say is I witnessed, and I'm running out of gravity here. I witnessed in the tail in 98, 99, right before Carl passed. Because of all of the projects I told you that the Township Supervisor were integral in helping the IMA achieve, there was an agreement signed. I witnessed it. I saw the paper, I saw the signatures.
Is that your signature on it?
I believe so. Well, no, I was an operator. Well,
there's a William McCusker had signed this resolution.
Is that your father?
Was that your
That would have
dad?
been my dad.
Okay.
Yeah. And I can tell you, gentlemen, the whole time he was on the board and I was an employee, anything that had to do with me, discipline, pay, anything, he slid his desk back, said I recluse, and put his head down and stayed silent till it was done. So nobody could ever come back and say blah, blah, blah. You know, he was like I am, gentlemen. I am for the system. I have no personal agenda. I don't want a job. I don't need a position. I don't need anything except when I pass my property on to my son, I'd like him to be able to rely that there is a water company that cares about the safety and the quality and abundance of this water, and it's going to be there for all of our children. Amen. That has to be, I asked your Mrs. Hamilton if records of old were kept, and she said, oh yeah. Now I know Mr. Oshel and Carl, I knew them real well, and there's a copy back there.
A copy
They come
of,
back with a copy.
a copy of what?
The resolution.
Yeah, we got a copy of the resolution.
And of that Beccaria Township is to have equal representation?
No, that's the one I told you that says the other thing, that your dad must have signed. It says one and only one.
Only it's in there?
Well, you can look at that from the IRMA, I can.
We're pleading that the state law supersedes that agreement, and
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
where it
because
gets.
you have to adhere to Commonwealth and DEP when you're talking about public water supply system.
if you assert,
Thank you for your time, John.
Thank you.
if you assert yourselves in this matter, we're going to be able to get grants better because of intergovernmental cooperation. And I know you know that if you're a joinder in TIMA, then we're going to be able to get better grants, is my belief. I've been a grant writer in the past, and I know that that is one of the criteria, intergovernmental cooperation.
May I
And are you in the
make one more
position to do
statement?
those grants? Are you in the position to get those forward?
I can. I was trained in grant writing.
Right.
And I have done grants. I did one for the IRVONA Fire Company, and they were awarded a truck.
I have one more statement I'd like to add. Please consider
You can talk to
this.
us sitting, you don't have to stand. Go ahead.
No, I
Get
do
comfortable.
better. I do better. I think on my feet.
That's where his brains are.
That's right. I don't want this to appear as stone throwing at any particular individual. I don't. Please don't interpret it this way. But from 95 to as we speak, I know of 3 IRVONA Municipal Authority, TIMA, paid, trained, certified waterworks operators that are no longer there. As soon as they achieved what they worked for and realized what was going on and started making voice of what they were witnessing, they were pushed out. And the same people right then created, pump vacuum, filled in. What the cycle is, you get stuff done because you got good people in there. As soon as it's running smooth, they get rid of them. Other people come in, stuff piles up, never gets done. They leave, they come back, they get on the board, and they appoint people to do the work. And then when it's caught up again, then they get back into the workforce and look like this and just, I'm tired of the 50,000. You have a state certified waterworks operator, Mr. Gallagher, and he knows the IRVONA system. That's precious. That we waste that they allow it to be wasted, that's just ridiculous. You have Mr. Iraq. 20-some years ago, I was buying lumber and posts off him, and I just did a year ago. That's how I know him. We're not close. I call him friend, but I don't know nothing. He damn sure doesn't know me. But a businessman for 15 years in lumber, that's hard business. And to stay that way and stay successful, and to be respected in your community, to be asked to serve on a board, to do it for 5 years, and then all of a sudden, because he made a decision that he thought was for the betterment of the system, you end up with a soap opera that's going on down there, and it's just ridiculous. You've got two people that care, and were doing good work, and because they voiced their opinion of the certain people, they got pushed out. And I'm telling you, Mr. Gallagher is going to end up with a character assassination. It's going to happen. If he continues to bolt the who is in, prep yourself. Thank you. Heads up, right?
Jerry Skiback left.
Hey,
Yeah, so I'm gonna leave. I didn't know if he left or if he just moved.
No, Jerry left, right?
yeah.
Well, they don't have to be on the agenda to speak, right? Does anyone else have anything to say over this before we move on to new business? Because, I mean, we don't want to, we'll hear anyone that has any.
Like I was telling you guys earlier, you guys are doing an awesome job with snow removal. I mean,
Thanks.
you guys are knocking the daylights out of PennDOT. And I worked for a lot of years, and I'm embarrassed to say that. You guys are making them look like crap. You guys are doing good.
Tom's cracking the whip all the time.
Is it what it is? But you guys make 2 trips to every, well, 3 or 4 trips to every one of theirs up our way. I'm sure you've seen that road, Market Street, going down past Bill's, my place.
Scary.
That road isn't being taken care of like you
Well,
guys.
Brian Peacock call him.
What's that?
Have Brian Peacock, he asked me last night how he gets a pothole filled, and I come up and it was filled today.
It was.
I figured you must have called and got him moving.
You guys are doing good.
Thank you.
That's all I got.
All right, anyone else?
You guys wanna drink that water, go ahead.
I got tea.
So,
Well,
Mr. Spader, you getting what you
It
want?
is, I mean, there is always 2 ends of the rope being tugged, and I think it is great that we have people in the community that cares about it. Everyone's here on their own care, so we appreciate everyone's thoughts, and we just see what we can, what we can or can't do.
You want the floor, Brian?
Not yet. He's under new business, well, not really, under old business. So, well, okay, you guys are welcome to stay. We're gonna move on to the rest of our meeting if we got all the public comment over.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. for the
Thank you, guys.
Thank you also.
Okay, so new business, Gates subdivision. If you guys remember, we signed this, leaving them go forward as long as the sewage passed. So now the sewage passed, so it's time to sign this. So we need this in a motion? So we just make a motion that we accept the Gates subdivision.
Send it down with no comment.
So I'm gonna make a motion that we accept the Gates subdivision, sign it with no comment.
And I'll second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it. I'll sign this after, Ken. So I'm not taking time. So we can get up. Okay, so now we have a subdivision for Gil Halla. On Gil Halla, we have a,
Your wallet fell too, bud. Bill, your wallet fell.
That's something falling apart, guys.
Oh my.
we have this, going up Gill Hollow Road, there's part of Clearfield County, Beccaria Township, which Ugal is subdividing. And so we have a thing for it, and I just make a motion, we do the same sign
It's
as
a
it.
component one, isn't that's an on-building waiver, right?
Right, non-building waiver. So I make a motion, we sign that.
I'll second it.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, and we'll sign them at the end of the meeting. Okay. Guide me through this one, Kim. Resolution to recognize April as Safe Digging Month from the
Yeah.
PA1.
Every year we do it.
Every year we make
Do a resolution.
we just do a resolution saying that in Beccaria Township, correct, Kim? We just say in Beccaria Township, we have recognized April as a Safe Digging Month.
Right.
I'll second it.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it. I don't have to write chairman on there, you think I should?
I don't know. It just stays here. Who seconded that?
I did.
Cataluna case, Cataluna and Clark Razieta, letter of engagement to perform our 2023 audit. And this is,
Everybody signs it.
everyone just signs this, we don't need a motion because we did that in the reorganization, correct?
No, we made a motion to have an auditor do it if our auditors didn't want to, but we
So now we have to make a
to
motion,
have them
make
do
us a
it.
motion, Dan, that Cataluna.
Make a motion that we use Catalina Case, Catalina and Clark Rosita to do our 2023 audit.
And I'll second it.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, and then we'll sign that.
They are excellent auditors.
Oh, we've had them for years.
Yeah.
Governor's
Who
signature.
seconded?
Tom.
You have to sign
So
both
you
copies.
personally don't have an auditor hired by the township?
Well, we do, but you know,
We have elected auditors.
we have elected auditors, but it gets so sticky, they really don't wanna do it or stick their neck out and say,
I understand.
you're better off hiring a licensed.
Yeah.
What is the day again?
Sixth.
Sixth.
And there's two copies
Yeah,
there.
one here and here, right?
Yep.
You got one that says copy.
This needs to put that back down there because it's rolled
How
off the
about I
desk.
do that?
Does township rules require you to do a resolution for hiring a independent auditor?
Yes.
We
We
do-
do that reorganize.
We do that in the reorganization meeting. Okay, so that's new business. Now sort of under old business, which we thought we did, if you guys remember, Brian's here from the VFW. And we agreed to surrender the alley to them so they could use that to build a pavilion and have picnics and stuff. And they needed that in that ground because you couldn't cross it. So anyways, I thought for sure that we had did this, but his solicitor said that you need us to have it in the
Make
minutes.
a motion that you're abandoning that alley, and we're giving you a 40 by 80 piece of ground to build a cul-de-sac at the end of, I forget what that street is. And then
In exchange.
they need a copy of the minutes, and then they can
Proceed.
proceed.
So I will make, you need something, Dan?
I want, it's not just give us the ground for that cul-de-sac. The agreement was they put a cul-de-sac in. We're not putting a
Is
cul-de-sac.
that the way we did that, Brian, or not?
We're not doing it. We're not doing a cul-de-sac. You guys have to put it in. I don't feel it's, when we decided, when you guys came to us about that, you were to take care of everything, pay for everything, and that included doing it.
We agreed to pay all the legal fees and whatever money was involved in transferring the ground. I don't recall creating the cul-de-sac, but
And what do you need a cul-de-sac for?
they needed to turn snow plow.
So we're just
required.
going right up that alley by Marty Mangus's.
And the cul-de-sac is It's a little bit further than you think, because that road actually goes up further. That the township's responsible for.
Right.
It's probably about 150 feet past that intersection.
Well, here's what I told Kim, I wasn't sure how that went down, and I'm a little lax on my, so I'll work with the VFW personally on that.
What are we talking about? Because we can clear the trees,
I can bring my dozer down and work on that.
and we can front some of that cost. That's not a problem.
Yeah, like if you guys buy the stone or something, I'll bring it down personally, not the township, my dozer. And we'll work that out then if that's the case.
Because my thought is the taxpayers shouldn't have to pay to build a cul-de-sac when we're already lost a road, the funds from the road. Why should the taxpayers pay to build a cul-de-sac for them? It's not for us. It's a requirement that has to be done to take that road away.
You know what?
And that's just the way I see it, and it's like, well, for us to get down there, our equipment, the time, the stone, something breaks, there's just,
well,
things to it.
I thought that's not a big deal, we'll figure that, I'll take care of it. Cause
We're already 3,500, almost $4,000 into this. We'll do the cul-de-sac. That's not a problem.
Okay, Rick.
And I'll
Because we need the
help.
ground. We have intentions of either building a new building or extending the current one, and that alley is key to that. Without it, we can't proceed.
But
So,
it's just like they were saying, well, my point of view is, we're not doing this for a private, this is for the VFW tax,
Yeah,
community-wise, so. But we'll get that ironed out.
right.
but I still need a motion that you will abandon it, and if your motion wants to say that we'll pay for the cul-de-sac, that's fine, but that has to go to our solicitor
Yeah,
before he can move forward.
yeah, we'll have that in motion, then I'll help you with if we don't want to, that ain't no biggie. Cause it's the way I look at VFW is a good organization.
Well-
It's not, it's for the whole community really, if they can make picnics and have things. So anyway, I'm gonna make a motion that we abandon the alley and give it to the VFW in return for 40-foot right-of-way of their ground to go up to the end of our alley and make a cul-de-sac, and the VFW will cure all costs of the
And under
project.
cul-de-sac, that's just a turnaround, correct?
Yeah.
Okay,
Stone.
Cul-de-sac, they know what it is.
right.
Second.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. Ayes have it. So then, you need a copy of these minutes,
Well, it'll have to wait till the minutes are approved next
till the minutes are
meeting.
approved.
And you can just fax him to our attorney.
Okay.
But you know that's gonna, we gotta approve them next meeting.
We're in no hurry.
Well, it takes a while to get all that. But you know what, we must have, I could've swore we did this already, but we just,
I think so too, because
think
we
we
did the
did too.
subdivision.
but we couldn't find it?
Hey, I'm in a township
Or you
meeting.
didn't
What's
get a
up?
chance to?
No, I looked.
Okay.
You all right?
You know, I didn't go back, I mean, we signed the subdivision in August.
Okay. Yep, I'll call you right back. Yep, all right.
I didn't look back any
Bye.
further than June. So, do you remember when it was, Brian?
My sister,
We started this.
car broke down. She's out in Michigan.
When did you come here?
Can't help her at the moment.
Yeah, it was last fall. I don't remember what.
I think we was down there in August.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, well, that was when we did the subdivision, we signed that in August, I found that today. But I couldn't find,
Maybe we never really did an official, now it's official. Maybe we didn't do the official like he wanted.
okay, who seconded that motion?
Tom.
Tom.
Okay.
All right,
Here's their two.
so that's all the old business. Anyone else have anything?
Did you already do new business?
Yep, you got anything under new business?
This is probably for your next meeting, but the VFW is in the process of buying those, you ever seen those banners in other towns? They're like a banner about this wide and about this long. And they have like a picture of a veteran.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Tyrone, Bellwood have them, but we're in the process of buying those banners and putting pictures on them, and there's gonna be more to it, but we need approval from you to hang them in your township, and we're looking at Lowville, some parts of the other side of Arvona, but they're gonna be not just, they're gonna be in Coalport Borough, Arvona Borough, Blandburg, Reed Township, might be some in White, I don't know, but they've already been sent letters. Since I was coming here tonight, I was gonna go ahead and give you the letter. I just need you guys to either give us a yay or nay, or how we need to proceed on this. We gotta get through Penelec to put them on the poles or what, I don't
So you just need a letter from us saying that we approve.
to hang the banners, pending your, you know, we will give you the poles and the locations and all that.
Yeah, we can make that motion right now.
Yeah.
Right, I'll make a motion that we approve the VFW to hang their banners on.
In our township.
I mean, obviously, we won't
Township.
put them in places where people can hit them or, you know,
Right. As long as it's, yeah, as long as you're not obstructing safety, but you know what, if we see something we don't like, you would move it.
I think they should get old town elected if they use it now.
So they're going to, you said that. So, we need a second for that
I'll
motion.
second.
All those in favor, aye?
Alright.
Ayes got it. Yeah, all we could do is give, we don't have to worry, Penelec and them was, that's for their department, we give permission for our township. That's where we go.
Oh, yeah.
Before, most likely, huh, Brian? Pretty close on that.
All right,
Do I have to serve you a right to know law request to see that document, or get inspect that document or take a picture of it?
I think you'd have to get that off IMA because that's not our document.
Okay.
That's IMA's. I don't know if that's, you would just get the right to know to them.
Yeah, it's not ours.
Do you know what it's titled and what date it is?
Well, I don't really probably know that. That's just letters.
It was their request, not not a joint, until I see the document, I wouldn't know what to even ask you.
It just says Arvona Borough on it.
Well, it says Arvona Borough.
Council,
But
yeah.
it's an agreement between the two municipalities or jurisdictions?
Nothing to do with us, it's their resolution.
Oh, that's it only?
Yeah, because we're not in it, it's theirs.
Yeah. Actually, it's a corporation. It's an entity. The borough doesn't have anything in that water company. That's why I gave you what I did. That is a complete corporation,
Yep.
registered with the
Well-
Commonwealth.
That's what we got our solicitor finding out for us,
I'm
Jerry.
hoping, and I hope that you'll assert yourselves because of all the people in the Beccaria Township that use that water. I think you have a fiduciary responsibility, and that's not something I'm thrusting on you. I just think that you have every right to, and the statute 53, chapter 57, clearly says that it's supposed to be equal. And I can show you that sometime when you have
Yeah.
time. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Jerry.
Thank you, Jerry.
Mark?
Nothing.
Okay,
Come
well,
on.
I need that motion.
I make a motion, we adjourn.
I'll second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Jerry. No, don't forget your water.
And your glass.
Yeah, your glasses are good too.
At least I got your attention with it, I think. Oh, that's yours.
Okay. 6 day.
On February 6, 2024, according to the Honorable Supervisors for Beccaria Township, TIMA, the IRVONA Municipal Authority, a lawful Commonwealth of Pennsylvania corporation, TIMA Board of Directors set the size and scope of the members of the TIMA Corporation. TIMA is a registered separate entity and is not bound by the Arvona Borough Local Government or the Beccaria Township Local Government. A corporation registered with Articles of Incorporation documents is not controlled by any quasi-judicial local governments. TIMA shall have the authority to equalize the Board of Directors to have equal board members from Beccaria Township and IRVONA Borough to ensure equal representation for 565 customers for the water company. Beccaria Township has 68% of the water customers in their jurisdiction. In IRVONA Borough Council meetings, the Honorable Daniel Smith has confirmed on several occasions, the local government only appoints individuals to the TIMA Board of Directors. President Smith stated, "We have no control over TIMA." Vision Press Production News Media will be at the next TIMA Board of Directors meeting, February 19, 2024 at 7 p.m.